I think, we're only human as we look at the changing of a year and saying, what more can be done, reflecting back on the past, and also really having that much more optimism toward the future. As Leo said, it was a year ago yesterday that we stood outside the Capitol on a cold day, much like today, and with my family got to take the oath of office. And with your help then, I was really elected on more or less a commitment and a platform of better jobs, better education system, and a more effective government. And I'm proud to say that 364 days in thus far, we've taken real steps toward that commitment. As Representative Lynch certainly knows, and other legislators, walking in the last legislative session, there wasn't a lot of hope that much would happen in Montana, at least much would happen in a real productive, constructive, taking the state forward. There's some real concern that what we see in Washington with government not always working is exactly what we would end up seeing here at home as well. But we did have the opportunity to make historic investments in K-12 public education, so we can guarantee that every Montana student has the opportunity to succeed. And it really made for the first time also, the first time in Montana's history, initial investments in early childhood education. We know those ages 0 to 5 are so critical. We froze tuition in Montana colleges and universities because we know that every time tuition goes up, it's effectively a tax increase on about 50,000 working families throughout our state. We passed the jobs bill, which put people to work, which even puts people to work today, while building schools, investing in our university system to make sure that if we're really going to provide a 21st century education, they're not just in 19th or 20th century buildings. And knowing that those dollars included $5 million for the construction of a natural resource facility at Tech, and that overall bill also included about $3 million for the Butte Justice Center. It wasn't just investments in infrastructure, though. We also have to make sure that our higher education system is really meeting the needs of Montanans. The ability to expand the WWAMI program, medical school slots for Montanans, for the first time since we began that program. And the PhD program here at Tech as well. In addition to just the legislative piece, we also had the opportunity to secure a $25 million competitive grant saying let's actually work with our workforces, organized labor, our 2-year colleges to make sure that we're meeting the needs that current employers and prospective employers have as we go forward. On the jobs front, we worked across party lines to eliminate the business equipment tax for Main Street businesses. Completely got rid of it for 2/3 of the companies that pay it in Montana, also then reduced it for that remaining third. That way that those are dollars that hopefully will be staying in Main Street with expanding additional jobs, providing employees increased wages. We recognized also that every Montanan should have the opportunity to earn a fair wage for a fair day's work, which is why we created the Equal Pay Task Force with Commissioner of Labor Pam Busey and